Three different stocks, three different charts, same indicator, very different outcome. Now, if you don't want to know what this means and don't want to understand why these outcomes are different, 2026 will be derailing you quietly. So stay till the end. This video is not about entries, it's not about survival, it's about your peace. It's about surviving long enough in the game to win. So most investors keep asking me one question: which indicator are you using? Wrong question. Indicators don't make you money. Process do. Let me show you these three stocks, real charts. And by the way, there is no recommendations. Three lessons most people miss. So let's get started. So stay till the end if you want to really want to learn this whole thing. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your time. So I want you to stay till the end and make a lot of notes. And I like to see your comments. What do you learn out of that? Because those people who stay till the end are the ones who are going to get benefited out of most. And I'll give you bonus at the end. All right. So let's get started with that. So look at this chart. Okay, let's start with the first chart, which is, I'm giving some names, so please don't take any recommendations of buy and sell. So let's take Zagle. Okay, so what is the chart tells me? It tells me the capital protection beats hope. Make note of it. Capital protection beats hope. So now you can see the lines here. The stock is already making lower low. Already started off. Let me just quickly delete that and get some pen so that we get it. So you can see here, this is one line, there's another one, this is another line support. It's just breaking all the support. Now it's in really very crucial juncture of its journey where you're looking at it, where supports are are being tested, and that is because it's a daily weekly chart, and because I'm analyzing everything on a weekly chart, it's important to look at that. So it is important to understand this particular indicator is telling me, guys, it's time to be ready. And and at the end, I will show you a ChatGPT prompt which can give you this analysis also very peacefully, which you can analyze that. So let's do that at the end. So first thing first, let's cover all the three charts and try and analyze it. So this is completely going downwards. There's no hopes. You need to be ready when to exit. And this is where most investors lose. They keep averaging down. Not money. You should not be putting more money to this, rather looking at either you need to exit and save your energy, right? Because there are so many other stocks we can focus on. So first lesson we learn that capital protection is the most important thing, not story, no hope, right? So let's go further on to the next one. So let's go to the other one called, let's go to Ujjivan. And again, these could be some stocks which I'm tracking closely. So make sure that you are not taking any buy and sell recommendation. Look at this, voila. So this indicator which you're looking at it is a glide indicator, peaceful. We can invest in glide indicator, which we kind of put together, and you can see that how beautifully it shows some of the trends here, which is going on, right? So moment it comes at the rhombus, so you can see there's there, and then you got see things trend downwards and it's upward. So it tells you all that very clearly. Now, in this case, what is the theme of this chart? Can somebody talk through? If you pause this video and write down, so I know that you have some theme understanding of this. So great, thank you. So volatility is not your enemy. That's your theme of this chart. See, the stock has been volatile. Stock has, if you look at the weekly chart, there has been some downtakes, uptakes, but it has been moving, trending upwards. But after it has corrected, it's now moving up, and there has been a little bit of volatility here. But you need to start loving the volatility, because if you understand the game of volatility, then you can benefit from that. Let me just take the pen, make it smaller. So you can see this was down, cleared downward, and then it is gone up, and there's a volatility and it's moving up. So you need to see now it's standing right at the top. But if you zoom in, and let's do that, and let me, yeah. So most important here is always look at the left side of the chart. What does it tell you, right? And it is telling you that it's right at the time where it is almost trying to break into all-time high. But obviously, you have to be careful. It can again go down and maybe go down further and then start moving up. Who knows? Or it can go down further. So you have to understand, you have to manage your risk. But the theme is volatility is not your enemy. You have to make sure you benefit from that volatility, right? And so it is not risky. It's just a structured volatility which we're trying to benefit from that. So the danger isn't about movement. The danger is not knowing when you are wrong. That is what we need to focus on. And so just don't avoid volatility because that's not in your control. You have to just manage your exposure, manage your expectations, and stay weekly because during the week when tickers are moving, it's just very hard to manage your psychology. And that's why I prefer weekly. On weekends, when you look at it peacefully, you know exactly what's going on and try and benefit from these tools, which we learn in our Peaceful Weekend Investing community, to benefit from these tools and some of the notifications to enjoy your peace moments and you can manage your day job. And peacefully, I've been riding this trend and now waiting and see what happens. Otherwise, I'm just going to manage my risk because we are just the risk managers. Now, so what did we learn on the second one? That volatility is not the enemy. Okay, so just type in VNE if you learn that. And the first one, if you remember, capital protection is beats the hope. So just write down CPB. CPB, capital protection beats hope. Okay. Now let's move to the third one, and that is which is my favorite stock, which you probably would have seen that, and that is BSC Limited. Wealth come. The theme here is wealth comes when you're staying in the trend, not timing it. Now look at this beauty, isn't it? This is what you need to aim for in any portfolio. Not every stock will go there. Nobody knows. When we had this big trend, we didn't knew that this will be our big trend from 2023. But wealth only it compounds when you are in the trend and manage that. And there have been shakeout periods. You need to know how to manage that shakeout periods and just stay in the trend. Otherwise, market is ruthless, not doesn't know that you own the stock. And look at this. If you have made money, you need to have the way we as a playbook we follow is like when you have we we understand the stock how it moves, right? Stock moves always in trends, right? This is a weekly chart, and it goes up, goes down, goes up, goes sideways, goes up, and go down, and then it's sideways, right? So if you have made a bit of money, you can always take some profit and enjoy rest of your thing and trail at positions and keep adding on to it if the new trend starts. You need to understand this game otherwise, and that's what you very important is it's not about trading, it's not about investing, it's about peaceful weekend investing. And that's what I say. We always have a view, the first core principle of it being long term, right? Now, long term doesn't mean buy, forget, and shut it, right? Long term means finding those stocks which are long term compounders. Now, for that, you have to get into dirty game, right? You have to be put your hands dirty and try and find those stocks, and those stocks will not move. But that's the part of the game. And some stocks you would exit next day, after 1 week, 1 month. Some stocks I've been holding for last 10 years, 15 years. You just have to find those. And if you get one or two and put some good positions and you have solid positions behind it, it can change the complexion. So the theme here is that wealth comes from staying, not timing. So you see that three different charts, three different outcomes, you have to have three different behavior. If you don't have that, you will always have a you can't manage your losses and you probably will be having a different uh, thought process because you think the stock market is not for you. But you have to analyze stock by stock and see what's going on. And that's why I picked up these three different stocks, not necessarily for the country, forget about the country, because we invest in various other countries as well. And it's the same outcome, to be honest. If you just pick up Pakistan stock market and apply this, you will probably find that as well working. Now, let's unify all this. So you got this three different stocks, three outcomes, and you understand this, what's going on, right? Now, what I will do is this side of it, I want to show you the magic prompt. Are you ready? Just type magic in the comment box below because I'm going to show you something interesting, right? So the system which I built is purely focused on busy professionals who are busy doing their day job and have to identify how to, create money works for them and compound their capital, hard-earned money. So that's the whole thought process because I work full-time as well. And the goal is not to keep looking at more charts. Goal is to keep it simple. And this glide indicator actually gives me that peace because I don't have to spend too much of energy. So now, keeping that in mind, I want to show you the ChatGPT prompt which we took that, and let me share with you the prompt, and we will go through this together. All right, and I shared this. Let me quickly show you. So I've written this whole big prompt, which I'll show you in a minute. So open the ChatGPT. So I've written this prompt, which I'll just copy and paste that. And what I'll do is I simply go and copy this prompt and give this chart. Okay, so this is a big chart, and I'll this is a really powerful prompt. So I just copy that, and I want to know what's going on based on whether you can make it enabled as mark maneuver style or any style. So just I want to give this prompt. This is quite a big prompt, magic prompt, and what I will do is I'll go to the chart and say, okay, grab this chart. Okay, so I can just take a copy of this chart and I just want to analyze it. I don't have time. I just want to analyze this. What should I do? Should I add more? Should I do this? And you can train this, and that's how the power comes in. You can use the power of ChatGPT properly if you understand how to use it. Otherwise, you're just going to be, sulking all the time because it's you have to use it to your advantage. All technologies is it's all for you to grab and benefit from it. My internet is a bit slow. Just give me a minute, and I will just copy that from. And till the time it's working, I just want to ask you this question: are you getting some value out of this? If you are, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave some kind of comments what you learned from this, so that way I can also benefit and understand that you're getting value out of it. And also, you can share the love because it doesn't cost you a thing. I put a lot of effort in bringing these videos for you, and we can have our community bigger and better. And YouTube also loves those kind of comments as well. So here it is. I'll just copy post. He's asked me to copy and paste your weekly charts. I said, yes, please. My internet is slow, so apologies for that. And I will say yes. So I'll do it for one. I'll not do for all of it because otherwise it's just going to go longer. But if you need this magic prompt, just type magic prompt in the comment box below. I'll give you this for sure. So it does this and it analyzes me what I have to do. Right? There we go. Primary weekly trend is up, key support levels are this, and key resistance levels are this. Market condition is extended. It's telling it a risk status for this new position very high, so don't try to enter now because it's already, and you just have to discipline action is hold, and next step is do nothing for this week. Powerful? Just type powerful. And just as a bonus, I'll show you another one which will blow your mind away. So let me take this. This is gonna be amazing. So let me grab this chart of Zagle, copy this, and say, yes, I want to analyze this chart. Oops. And I will say, copy. While I'm doing this, you can keep typing your comments and love to hear that. And so that way, at least I know that you're getting value out of this. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and hit the notification bell for sure because more to come. And here it is. So I'm analyzing Zagle and see what will come. Are you ready? So here it is. Failed uptrend, no longer making higher highs. Whoa, boom. Key support levels, key resistance level, market conditions corrective for this stock. Risk status of a new position is super high. Discipline action, exit. Telling me exit. Be careful about that. A sustain below this will require reassess the trend damage and downward risk. Look at that. Next step, protect your capital. Protect your capital. Step aside and remove exposure until things clear down. So it is telling you that here it is. Right? Powerful? Just type powerful. Till next video, I say goodbye and peaceful weekend investing.